All right, hey guys, welcome back to yet another video. Just want to say thank you for everyone that's been watching my previous videos. I really appreciate it. I just checked my YouTube channel on the video about game key cards. They're pretty good. Got like over 200 views, so I really appreciate everybody for watching that video. Today I wanted to talk about the Microsoft situation and the whole Xbox Game Pass thing and what I think about what's going on with Microsoft. Um, First off, I'm not going to be one of those people that's going to say, oh, Microsoft is dead. You know, they're going to leave the console market, this and that, blah, 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 blah. You know, they don't care. I'm not going to be that person to say that. But I will say this. I think Microsoft don't really care about the Xbox console anymore. I think they're just more towards PC now. Um, I personally don't care too much about it. Um, I do like Xbox. I do have the Xbox Series X. I have an Xbox 360. I have the original Xbox. I don't have an Xbox One anymore, but I have the Series X. It plays all the Xbox One games anyway. So throughout the years, I did enjoy Xbox. I wasn't like just team Sony or team Nintendo. I never really been like that. Although I did prefer some consoles over others, but I like to have everything if I was able to afford it at the time. Currently, my current consoles I have PlayStation 5, I have the Xbox Series X, and I have the Nintendo Switch 2, and as well as the Switch 1 as well. So I have all the consoles, and I use all my consoles for different reasons. The Xbox Series X, I use that for Game Pass mostly. My PlayStation 5, I use that for, you know, like the PlayStation stuff. Whenever they have exclusive titles that drop on day one, I use it for that. And mostly I get my physical games on PlayStation 5. So yeah. And I use my Nintendo Switch 2 now. I just use that for anything that's going to be exclusive to Nintendo. Not really going to get third-party games on Nintendo consoles anymore. I did like the idea of having them on when the Switch 1 was the main console, but to be honest, I don't play in handheld enough for me to want to get these games on the Switch 2. And plus, yeah, I saw my video on game key cards. I won't be supporting that. So a lot of these third-party companies is doing game key cards, so I won't be buying one at all. If somebody give me one, then that's different. But me personally, out of my, you know, I'm not going to be taking money out of my pocket just to put it, you know, for game key cards. I don't do that. But anyway, back to Microsoft. I'm not going to make this video long. It's not going to be long. It's going to be very brief. Like I said, I do enjoy the Xbox. You know, Game Pass is a great service. Do I agree with the price increase? No, I don't. I don't like the price increase. Nobody likes price increases at all. $20 was the sweet spot for this Game Pass thing, but they boosted up to $30. You know, so they asking for a little bit more. But the day one titles, the new day and date day one titles, you can only get it if you have Game Pass Ultimate. If you don't have Game Pass Ultimate, you will have to wait a year to be able to play that game, which sucks. So basically, they locked that behind a paywall. So it's like they kind of forcing you to pay the $30 just to get the day one games, the new day one games, you know, on release day, you know. So as opposed to just paying $70 right off the bat, you could just pay for the service and you have access to those games, which is all fine and good if they didn't increase the price. But I would say that the Xbox Series X, the service for that is worth more than what Sony is doing. I think it's worth 30, but for some people, everybody's financial situation is different. So for some people, it may not be worth it, while others, it may be worth it. So it really all depends on you and what you're willing to pay for this service. Now, in terms of the future of Microsoft, I don't know. Hopefully, they don't leave the console market. Hopefully, they stick around, because it would be weird to not see Microsoft and the Xbox. It would be pretty weird to not see that and just see PlayStation and Nintendo. That's it. That would be weird. I would probably be like a little sad if they go, but who knows? Microsoft, Xbox, they didn't come out and say anything. But I see a lot of people on YouTube, some people that talks about the gaming industry and gaming, whatever. They're making these videos saying, oh, Xbox is dead. Oh, collect this, collect that, start collecting now. Trying to make people go crazy over something that's not true, you know. Microsoft is still here. They didn't say that they was leaving the console market. If they didn't say anything, that doesn't mean anything happened yet. So it's like these people just making these videos saying, oh, Microsoft this, Microsoft that. You know, you got to go out and get, you know, Xbox 360 games. You got to buy the Xbox One games. You got to get the Xbox Series X games, you know, because they're going to stop manufacturing these consoles. People, do not fall for this nonsense. This is just people trying to make, they're making these games expensive. That's basically what these people are doing. By you making these videos saying that, oh, collect this game now, collect that, collect this, collect that, you're making the games much more expensive than what they're supposed to be. Because people are going to go crazy and start buying up a whole bunch of Xbox One games, 360 games. Every time I go to GameStop, there are a lot more Xbox games. I've noticed that because nobody's not really buying it like that. But you're going to have some collectors that's just going to go with it and be like, okay, you know, Xbox is the thing to collect now. It's like, nobody wasn't really collecting Xbox until they decided to shut down the Xbox 360 service. So that's when people started to collecting 360 games. So when something like this happens, people just start to panic and start to buy everything. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. It's like, don't waste your money trying to, falling for something that probably won't happen, you know? So if Microsoft comes out and say, oh, we're making the next gen console, don't worry, then what? You know, you done bought 100 Xbox One games for no reason. You know, so that's something I think people should keep in mind. You know, me, I'm not gonna go crazy and start collecting for Xbox. I'm not doing that. So anyway, that's all I want to talk about when it comes to Microsoft. Just hopefully they don't, you know, drop out of the console market. It seems like they don't care, but hopefully they'll, you know, find that that motivation to continue to make consoles. And yeah, would hate to see them go. But that's the end of the video. Just want to talk about that real quick. Thank you so much for watching. Starting to get back into YouTube a little bit. Excuse me. But yeah, leave your comments in the comment section. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.